see you. Fantastic. You up for it, boys? Ready to do a bit of cooking?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you ever cook with music?
Yeah.
Yeah? A bit of music and got in the background?
Yeah, I used to play like quite raunchy music to get the lads going for service.
Oh, really? What about a bit of psychedelic music? Do you ever like that?
We used to play Star Wars. So
Star Wars?
That's a bit psychedelic, isn't it?
Yeah. Get out of it. What's easy like? What about you, Phil?
Yeah, we used to play it all the time, because these guys were just down the road from me, weren't they? So.
Yeah, well, yeah, he knows, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the Wurzels. We've got them here. Please welcome Tommy Banner and Pete Barnes. Hey! How you doing? Lovely to see you, Tommy, Pete.
Hello there.
Oh, look at that. Oh. And they bought a boat for themselves, Pete. Fantastic to see you. Now, come on, guys, tell us. I want to go back a little bit and tell us, when did the old sort of that music start for you? How long ago are we talking about? And what was your big hit?
Well, it all started with the Combine Harvester.
Yeah.
That was a song that fertilised 1,000 fields.
Oh, it certainly. Do you remember that, everybody? Yes, of course we do. And how did it all begin then, Tommy?
Well, it started way before that with the late, great Adge Cutler. And he wanted an earthy name for a band, so he called them Wurzels.
It's fantastic.
Which is from a turnip that you feed to cattle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It comes out the ground as well, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. It takes us back a bit, doesn't it? And, of course, they're going to be doing a little bit of singing for us. But first, let's see what's in those bags. We've got to do some cooking for you boys. Right. So tip those bags out. I'll get rid of those cards for you. There you go. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look. Now, over to you first, Tommy. What have you brought along? Tell us here.
Right. Being the only Scottish Wurzel in captivity,
Yeah.
I have bought a good bit of Scotch ribeye steak.
Oh.
Nice, yeah.
And I brought a totty.
A totty?
A totty from Scotland as well. And I brought an onion, because I think Phil will vouch for this, every meal's got an onion in it.
Yep.
No matter where you go, you've got onions.
Yeah, there's always that little bit of flavour. How much
pot.
did you spend? How much did all that together?
£4.99.
Well, good bit of shopping there, my man.
Bit of Scots there, boy.
Yeah.
The Scots have wanted the penny back.
I did.
Right, I'm only joking.
You're not joking at all, are you? You two get on a minute and I'll come over and see you. All right then, Pete, tell us about your little ingredients and the other ones.
Well, I've got the ribeye and everything else, but I've got something special. I've got a bit of Stilton steak there, Stilton cheese there. Oh, that'll grace any farmyard table, that will.
Fantastic.
Farmers love it. Also, we got a beef tomato. I don't think they're really made of beef, but they actually do taste very nice. So,
and, of course, you've got the garden peas.
that is the most important one of the lot. Not only tastes good, it's excellent for a hangover. You put it on your head, it cools you down.
Fantastic. Well, they're identical bags. You know that, ladies and gentlemen, doubling up bags. So pass me the old dice then,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Are you happy, guys? You happy with your bags here? You like them? You can't beat a good bit of steak, can you? But who will go first or second? Okay, it's a red tomato. He's feeling very excited about that. Sorry, Phil, you're going to have second choice. What are you going to do with your ingredients then, Phil?
Okay. Look at this beautiful piece of beef there, a bit of ribeye. I'm not going to do too much with it. Potato, onions. We're going to have steak, chips, onion rings, grilled tomatoes. With the cheese, I might cut a little bit off, and with all these little trimmings, try and do some little beef and Stilton skewers, maybe with a pea dip. We'll do some minted peas, might make a pea soup, grilled tomatoes with the steak. But the main thing is just a great plate of steak and chips.
My goodness, that sounds wonderful.
Is that really? Is that right up your street,
That's
Pete?
proper, I reckon.
That is absolutely proper. That is fantastic. All right then, fantastic. Okay, what are you going to do for our Scottish Wurzel here?
Right. What I think we'll do is we will stuff the steak, carpetbagger style, with a Stilton and breadcrumbs and onion mixture, roast that in the oven. We'll make pea Scotch pancakes.
Yeah.
Then make a tomato onion relish to go on the pea pancakes. Very sort of posh chips, basically, on mandolin with a potato. And we might make some little tiny Spanish fritters with a chocolate sauce as a pudding.
Ooh, very nice indeed. How does that sound?
How do you get Scottish chips?
Posh chips.
Posh chips?
Posh chips. I'll show you. You can do them.
Oh, you're a bit worried now, are you? Tommy's worried, ladies and gentlemen, and so should he be, because they've only got 20 minutes to create all that wonderful food, so they will do that when I say ready, steady, cook! Tony really was up for it then. He was buzzing. He wanted to get that board up and get everything started. OK, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about rib-eye steak here. Absolutely beautiful cut of meat, lots of marbling. A lot of butchers will tell you that the best flavour's in the rib-eye. But how do you cook it? Often it's just grilled, so the chefs are going to show you a couple of variations. Very exciting. Lots of things with Stilton cheese.
The thing is, Ains, the thing about Stilton is, it's really versatile.
It's very versatile,
Very
you're saying.
versatile. And also, with things like steak, especially fillet, what do you call it, ribeye, ribeye's really tender. And what people tend to forget is think, oh, it's a bit fatty, but a little bit of fat's quite nice. But what it is, it's basically cut from the end of the sirloin.
Yeah.
So it's really, really tender and half the price of a sirloin steak.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying, you know, a lot of butchers actually say this is one of the finest cuts,
It's beautiful, I love it.
It's just loads and loads of flavour in there.
In actual fact, I prefer to have one with stuff is inside out.
Yeah.
What I quite like is roast forerib rather than sirloin on a Sunday.
Lovely. Tommy's doing a bit of singing. Do you always sing when you cook then, Tommy, generally?
I try to, because I'm not very good at singing. Nobody complains about it. My wife lets me do the cooking, and I get on with that, so...
Yeah.
She's quite happy to let me sing.
Oh, fantastic.
Mind, she's tone deaf anyway, so it don't matter.
Does it really? She can't hear what you're saying.
Nah.
All right, Phil, now, what are you doing with these tomatoes?
Well, I'm going to make a tomato relish to go on the pea fritters. Now, we need to...
And this is a hot one, or...
This
You're actually going to be cooking this down?
You would cook it down. I will put a touch of chilli in as well.
Yeah.
I'll try and get a really intense, rich sauce. Now, olive oil in there, tomatoes...
OK.
And a little bit of onion in there.
And would you put coriander seed or anything like that in there?
I don't think I will, Ains. I just think I'll put a bit of touch of chilli.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm talking about
Just
not a lot.
Do you like it a little bit spicy, Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't mind that?
Spicy.
I suppose touring around all over the country, you're probably eating in sort of lots of Indian takeaways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You like that type of food?
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look at you, Ainsley, because I could end up with some fingertips in here.
You're doing absolutely fantastic. You don't need to worry about that. Lovely. And what about this cult following? Do you... Because you were even at Glastonbury recently. What was that like, playing in front of all these sort of trendies, if you like?
It was wonderful, because we'd never ever done Glastonbury before. We've done loads of festivals, Reading, the Isle of Wight, and different places all over the country. But we'd never ever done Glastonbury. And we were very fortunate. Michael Levis asked us to be the special guest, surprise guest.
Yeah, and were you into rock and roll? Did you stay in one of those tents and stuff like that?
We were there, yeah.
Giving it plenty of stuff.
Mate, we've done it all before, all these youngsters.
Oh, I know, yeah. It's all that, isn't it?
We've done it. We can't tell the true stories on telling.
Oh, that much rock and roll we're talking about. OK, Phil, I'm going to leave you. We've got some lovely smells. You can see he's introduced lots of fresh herbs in it. Would you use dry herbs in something like that?
You can do, oregano especially.
Oregano's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, it's particularly good, isn't it? Some dry herbs work and others don't. OK, Chef, what have we got going on
Right,
here?
here we've got, at the moment, I've got, not much actually, we were going to make a bit of a pea soup.
Uh-huh. OK, we've got, Pete's got a nice chicken stock there for you.
In there.
In there, right? Look at that. First time.
That's it, just dissolve that.
What's your cooking like then, Pete? Do you get out in the kitchen, express yourself, knock up a few things?
Yeah, I'm not marvellous, but I'm pretty good.
Yeah. And what about sort of the fish department? Because you're a big fisherman, aren't you? Like,
I love fish. I think that's my favourite of all fish.
What is it? Is it the peace and tranquility of just being out there on the water, away from the crowds and all that?
Yeah, probably is. You know, with the stress of playing music and getting home late every night, I think it probably is. It's just relaxation.
Yeah. But, yeah. What about you, Tony? You a fisherman? Do you like that?
Do you know, I haven't fished since I left home, but my dad used to love going fishing, and as a kid growing up with him, but, you know, we bonded when we went down to there and, you know, got rid of the mother, and, you know, the mother and my 3 sisters which I grew up with, so it was like the boys' time. And I loved it, but I haven't done it. And I've got 2 boys now, so I really want to get that back into that.
It's a great way of communicating.
That is, yeah. I'm unfortunate. Well, not unfortunate, but I've got 2 daughters, you see, and they don't like fishing.
It's not just a boys' sport. A lot of women go fishing
A lot of
don't
women,
they?
and they're very good. Most of the records are caught by ladies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Must be something in the blood, I suppose.
I think it probably is. Which you didn't pass on to your daughters, though,
nothing to do with me, no.
Lovely. Tony, you floured that tomato?
I did, yeah.
For what reason?
Just to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's going to have a nice crust on it.
Yeah.
To give it another texture, and I'm just going to finish off in the oven so that you've got a nice soft tomato, and hopefully it'll have a little bit of a... If it doesn't,
a little bar marking,
you know.
it'd be quite nice. OK, 15 minutes to go. And what about the soup? Just a little bit of potato in there?
Onion, a little bit of potato, peas, thyme, and I'll finish it with mint and blitz up. Pea and mint soup. Just if you've got them lying around, you might as well use them. Potatoes, we've cut into little chips. We've washed them, washed all the starch out, and I'm going to pop them into my oil, which isn't up to heat yet, but I'm going to kind of blanch them. So I'll cook them so they're soft without any colour. Whack them out. Heat up the fat and then put them back in just to caramelise at the end. Get nice.
OK, Pete needs a